Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Right Swipe. It's Olivia here with Josh.
Hello.
And we're missing Curtis again because fortunately for him, but unfortunately for the podcast, he has a date tonight.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we'll talk about it.
Yeah, maybe we'll hear about this date. I don't know. You never know with Curtis.
Yeah. So the next podcast, Olivia won't be here.
Yeah, and Curtis will be.
And Curtis will be here.
Yeah.
Our schedules are all pretty fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
they're all
like
over
today's
the place.
episode, we're recording midweek versus the Sunday
on
as
the
planned.
Sunday.
But we will record this Sunday.
Yeah.
So
I have a huge, super busy weekend. I have a wedding on Saturday, and then I have a lab celebration party on Sunday. So I'm like, that's a lot of social interaction. I'm going to have to really prepare myself for it. But it should be fun. It should be a fun time.
it's also gonna be miserably hot.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be over the hundreds all weekend, right? Even up into 105.
Yeah, it's gonna be gross.
Yeah.
I had a lot of people invited me to go brewing. I was like, no.
No.
I'm not
You
gonna
could
be outside
literally
or
have,
just-
you could get heat stroke. I mean, I know it's going to be so bad. They're telling people to watch out for their dogs and stuff, getting, completely
And not
dehydrated in the
only is
sun.
it going to be just legitimately hot, but with this fucking rain that's happening, it's going to be very humid.
So humid.
It's going to be sticky.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to feel like 110.
Oh, yeah. It's going to feel disgusting.
It's gonna be gross.
Well, it's the last few days, I guess it's this residual stuff from Hurricane Barry or whatever down south. It's been raining like crazy on and off. Out of nowhere, it'll start storming for 15 minutes and then it'll stop. And then it's so fucking humid after that because it's so hot and all of that water just lifts up and then just becomes this fog of grossness. It's really awful. Cincinnati has really bad summers. It's in the winter, it's I wish it was summer, but then in the summer, I'm like, God, why is it so wet? You really need to be at a pool or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for the first topic, Area 51.
Oh my God! Right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. We have to mention this.
Well, so there's a special reason why I'm bringing this up.
Uh-oh.
So I'm sure a lot of our viewers are memers
Yeah.
and understand what's happening. But if you don't know what's happening, a little over a month ago, someone started a Facebook page for an event that says basically Storm Area 51, free the aliens.
Right.
But a disclaimer that people don't talk about is in that same paragraph,
Yeah.
he states that this is a joke and not really happening.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the actual
'cause
page.
No
Yeah.
one really looks at it.
No.
right?
Yeah. I've just seen the memes.
But
of
it
the
has
post.
quickly in the last 2 weeks gained popular. I mean, it's been out for a little over a month, but in the last 2 weeks it's gone crazy. And now there are over 2 million participants saying
Oh my
they're
God.
going.
Yeah. I
2
know.
million people.
It's crazy. I'm just thinking what's gonna happen when this date rolls around? What the
Well,
fuck?
so
There's gonna be some crazy motherfuckers who
there's-
go out there,
There's a lot of crazy things. I mean, to look at it, I'm going to say probably 10,000 actual people
Yeah.
are going to go.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
That's a
because
lot. I know, for one facility to.
The nearest largest parking lot
Mm-hmm.
is 2 hours away and houses 200 cars.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
So
and there's only a handful of gas stations between that and where they're going.
Yeah.
Maybe 2, and they're very small.
Huh.
So you're going to have a lot of ill-planned people going.
Oh, yeah,
that
and
are
get
going to run out
stuck,
of gas because
yeah.
they're not going to bring extra gas with them.
Oh my God.
They're not going to have, coolant tires.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of disasters
Oh,
happening
yeah.
out there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I know, and it's just desert, isn't it? Kind of
It's in the middle. There's a reason why
That's where it
facility's
is.
where it's at. 'Cause it's in
Yeah.
the middle of fucking nowhere. It's not habitable.
Yeah, it's uninhabitable. That's crazy. Well, yeah, who knows? I feel like there's always going to be some gung ho people though who got
Well,
all
the
their
thing is,
supplies. You know.
You have these people that are looking at this as a legitimate thing,
Yeah.
and if you really have that many people, do something else.
Yeah. No.
You know,
that.
how about go fucking storm the concentration camps and break that?
Yeah.
shit
Right.
down?
Can
Or
we?
overthrow the government,
Right.
because government's been overthrown with much less.
Much less than. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's
They've been overthrown with a couple hundred people at most at times in history. So you could do a lot with that.
Well, it's like, honestly, I feel like things like this happen, like these big, social crazes that are like fly through the internet, and there's like a reason. It's keeping our like attention away from something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's putting people together for a different cause that has nothing to do with anything actually pressing.
Because people like to be distracted.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody wants to think about the ice
good
camps and
it's
whatever.
talking about a mystery
military something object that you never. Yeah, it's just a fantasy.
The fun fact was, like, in the mid 90s, the government was denying Area 51 existed.
Oh wow!
And it wasn't a reemergence of denial until just 2013. So
really?
With the statement that the government just made earlier in the week, saying that, be wary because we will use deadly force and imprisonment will be a thing.
Yeah.
That's like the first actual government confirmation.
Yeah, confirmation that it exists. Oh my God.
I mean, we know the facility exists.
Yeah, but they don't ever say that
they never say it's Area 50.
That it's their thing.
They say it's
something else.
A decommissioned U.S. Air Force base.
Okay, like it's not
They've never linked it to the supposed. So this is actually the first time.
Wow.
So if anything, this got the government to actually say, like, yeah, it's Area 51.
Right.
Now, really, it's probably a base that houses secret or top secret military vehicles.
Weapons
mainly,
or vehicles. Yeah.
Mainly probably planes, spy planes, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, when it's out there in the middle of the desert, it's probably also like nuclear stuff too.
Well, that's the thing. When you're driving out there, you drive past massive craters.
Yeah.
Because that was the nuclear testing after World War II.
Okay, yeah, that was
back
that
when
area.
we were developing hydrogen bomb.
Okay.
It's scary to really drive out there.
Yeah.
And the workers, they take one. This is to my knowledge. I could be wrong, but they take one plane that leaves from Las Vegas that flies directly to that base. That's the only human transport
that will go.
And the plane comes once to bring the workers in, and then leaves to take the people out. That's it. So there's no car travel.
Yeah, right. It's very, very isolated.
And I think it's understood that there's an outsourced security company that does a perimeter security around the base.
Oh, okay.
And they have weapons and they have warrant to use deadly force.
Wow.
And there's videos people have posted trying to drive out there and getting stopped.
Yeah.
So.
God, that is crazy. I guess, I mean, I understand why everyone's excited about it because it's one of those mysteries and conspiracies that are very tantalizing for people, and especially in this country with everything that's so shitty going on. It's like, why not think maybe there's an alien? Maybe I can have an alien friend. That's all the memes I've seen. It's like me and my alien BFF, like after raiding Area 51. I'm like, oh my God, get out of here.
It's a crazy thing. But so, reason I bring this up.
Yeah.
A lot of memes have been generated.
Yes.
There's a great meme.
Oh my God, what is it?
It's a screenshot from a Key and Peele episode where Jordan Peele's like heavily sweating.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, okay, I know that.
So
that picture.
So think of that picture.
Yeah.
And that is labeled Area 51 guard, okay? Now, in the top of the picture is a Tinder alert that says, "Who are all these new people in your area? Check out all the new hot locals."
Oh my God, no, that's
so
great.
Many people
right, because there's gonna be he's gonna be on Tinder like, oh my God.
So, topic of discussion: how many dates and hookups are gonna happen out there?
Oh my God, I bet.
Because now you're gonna have a lot of people in this.
It's
area.
gonna become like a Burning Man. It's gonna be like a festival. Literally, people are just gonna get fucked up and like be camping outside of Area 51.
Yeah, outside the perimeter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck on this hill and look at Area 51.
Exactly. Like maybe the aliens can sense it.
Yeah.
I don't know, some weird shit.
We'll give you our sexual energies.
Yeah. No, I bet there's gonna be so many like hippie hookups out there.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be like a festival. There's just not gonna be any music.
It's gonna be. I mean, there'll be. There's always
music.
The one dingy hippie with some bongos.
Well, that's true.
No one asks to play.
Yeah.
He's just there to play.
Yeah.
You just want him to fucking stop.
Of course.
Like we're not in a circle right now.
Get out of here. Like
put away your acoustic guitars.
We don't need to do the kumbaya.
Put away your
fucking acoustic guitars. Yeah. Fucking harmonica. I don't know. I've never actually seen like a real person whip out a harmonica and start playing it.
I have a few times.
I've only seen them in like blues or like bluegrass bands, but that's like official, I think.
I go to a lot of dingy bars.
Yeah,
and I grew up in the country, so I go to some old country bars, and occasionally there'd be like someone that would break out an acoustic guitar,
Yeah.
or harmonica, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes some other string instrument, and just start playing stuff because they're
Yeah.
like, "Well, I'm here drinking, I'm gonna practice."
Right.
Motherfucker, why? No one wants to listen to you.
Yeah, like,
I
nobody
don't want to
wa-
hear you fail at the same note
Yeah,
15
exactly.
times because you're practicing.
Like, practice at home.
yeah,
That's what practice is. Practice.
yeah,
Perform. Go out and perform for people. Don't just practice. And yeah, I don't like that.
yeah.
I don't like that. But yeah, no, I bet you too. There's just been a lot of like people connecting over this Area 51 raid and just like being
For
bonded
sure.
about it, especially online and like people in these groups talking about plans and
Yeah.
stuff. Oh my God, think about all the conspiracy babies
Oh,
that are
there's
going to be born.
gonna be a lot of crazy.
It
weird
just this
shit.
whole thing just reminds me of the X-Files like so much, and I love the X-Files. Oh my God. He just showed me that meme. That's great. Oh my
Who are all
God.
these hot new locals?
Who are all these locals? Like, who are these people in a place that's otherwise uninhabited?
Or Area 51 guards.
Right. No, yeah, but I just think about in X-Files. Did you ever watch the X-Files?
Oh yeah, I love the X-Files.
Yeah, me too. And it's just bringing me back to that, and like, you know, the truth is
you know,
out there, and
so-
like,
So let's jump in, put our tinfoil hats on for a second.
yeah,
What if these people get in?
yeah. What if
Okay.
they do get in?
Now, if there's this crazy conspiracy they're housing all this shit,
Yeah,
everything's probably under some super electronic security lockdown.
Exactly,
You know,
yeah.
like fucking fingerprint, eyeball, whatever, you know, key card, something, some kind of access that you
Yeah.
can't just break down the door.
yeah, yeah.
You know, or there's a underground facility. That
Yeah,
you
it's
won't
probably
have access
underground.
to.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. That's what I was
So
thinking.
okay, you come in, you break in, then
You're-
what the fuck?
Yeah, you're not gonna get into any of the real stuff.
Because here's the other thing that people aren't talking about. Because
Yeah.
you know, part of the funny thing.
Yeah.
But people are taking this seriously. They can't stop us all, right?
Right, yeah.
Well, so now you're directly saying you're going to use force on guards. Or
Yeah,
whoever's
right,
working.
like, you're gonna-
What about those poor fucking people? That's their job.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know? Those guys, security guards, they don't fucking know what's there.
Right. They don't. They're just.
You're just like, you're here.
They're just doing their job.
Yeah, they're doing their job.
No, yeah, and like, I mean, think about it. If they say they can't stop all of us, that means they're gonna stop some of us. So are people willing to like put down their lives to find out
Some people
like
are.
what they can find in there? Like, it just doesn't seem.
Some people are.
It just doesn't seem like it's gonna work out very well.
Got programs updating during the podcast. I'm so sorry. It just goes. "Bidididoo."
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a very good idea. But I am interested to see what happens. When is it? It's in like September.
Sometime in September. I mean, we
Okay.
can pull up the page. We have the access.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because
Yeah.
it's. I mean,
I was also just invited this. Really.
you were invited to the group.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I still haven't seen the
is it a
page
page
itself.
or an invite. Here we go. Invites.
But. And the other thing that people don't think about is like when you just have like a mass crowd trying to do one thing, like they're not very capable. Like a crowd, like mentality, like psychology isn't very smart. Like it's like unless there's like a real leader or a plan in place, this is going to be a fucking shit show.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, like it's going to be chaos and madness and no one's going to know what they're doing and it's just going to be, and even if they do get in, exactly, like they're not going to, nothing's ever going to actually get done.
Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us. September 20th.
September
on a Friday at 3 a.m.
Oh, so in the nighttime.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
That's.
going to be a big party. It's just
Yeah.
going to be a big party.
It's probably going to be a massive party.
Yeah. But it
So
doesn't sound
1.6 million have supposedly confirmed their
Oh my
going.
God! It's an event. It's an event on. It's not even
Yeah.
just like a
No,
okay.
it's
a
an
page.
actual thing. Notice how I have not done interested going or ignore.
Yeah, right.
I want to still look at it, but I'm not fucking participating.
I know. I wonder if the government's gonna keep tabs on all the people who say they're going.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's hosted by shitposting because I'm in shambles. It's great.
Wow. Yeah, that's really great. I can't believe this just became a thing like that out of nowhere.
We will all meet up at the Area 51 Alien Center tourist attraction and coordinate our entry, which only supports 200 vehicles in the parking lot.
Right.
If we Naruto run, we can move faster than their bullets. Let's see them aliens.
Oh my God.
And I have a website. The official website with
oh
merch.
my God. There's merch.
Stay
oh my
tuned
God.
for a special announcement.
This guy's going to make so much money.
He probably already has.
Yeah.
Shop. What's he got?
What do they have? Shirts? What do
mugs,
they say?
More designs coming. I clap alien cheeks.
What?
I survived Area 51. I saw them aliens. I fucking love aliens.
Oh my God.
I was born on the wrong planet.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Clap them alien cheeks.
I clap them alien cheeks. That's another thing. I wonder, I mean, I'm sure that there are people who feel like they're not human or, you know, that they're not like a human and they want to be with somebody like who's an alien and have sexual fantasies about that.
Yeah.
I'm sure
that's a community.
Yeah, I was going to say there probably is. I bet they
Some probably use it as a fetish. Some actually probably
believe it. Well, I mean, and you know, there's all these accounts of women saying that they were abducted and like inseminated.
Yeah.
And they took their baby or whatever. And some of these women like aren't mad about it. They wish they could go back.
Yeah, there's like, so I was looking into this study that was talking about people who have these very vivid experiences.
Yeah.
And they were pointing it to trauma as an infant.
Oh.
Or birth trauma.
Huh. Okay.
And so I know in some psychology studies where people said that they were abducted, they were able to, I guess, translate it to the trauma of them being birthed, that the doctors and nurses are the aliens and probing you.
Yeah, right. You know, so they're like, it's like a memory that they blocked out or something you don't normally.
So I guess there's a few studies on that just talk about that in general. So
yeah,
that could be it. You know?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
That's interesting.
But the fact that these people still believe so fully that that's what happened and that they want to.
An experience to you, whether it's in a hallucination or a very vivid dream, can often be misconstrued to be in truth.
Yeah.
And that goes to a much deeper discussion. What is your reality?
Right,
know, what is consciousness? That's a whole,
exactly.
So, I mean, just because, you know, people who have hallucinate, I forget the term, but schizophrenia that actually has hallucinations,
where they see things.
but they also feel from the hallucinations. You know, they have a complete interaction.
Right, and they can hear as well.
So it's like, how do you describe your reality if that's supposedly not real to you?
Exactly.
You know, it feels very real to those people. So that's a hard thing.
No, it's crazy. And I mean, I'm thinking like even just with memory changes a lot about reality. Like things will happen to you.
And humans, our memory fucking sucks.
No, it sucks. Every time you remember something, it changes or something.
And it completely sometimes changes your experience of that memory. So like you could have a very good experience and then you might have a good memory for some years, and then after some of it gets a little muddled, and then over some more years it could turn out to be like, oh no, it was a bad experience.
Yeah.
But in actuality it was like a very good experience.
It was good, yeah.
Just, our memory sucks at remembering everything.
It's interesting how it works. Like I have a friend who, it's like every memory, or memories are always perfect for her. It's like everything that happened in the past was amazing. Yeah. And it was the best thing ever. And we're never going to it's never going to be that awesome again. And then I'm like looking back and I'm like, it wasn't all roses back then. Like there was shitty stuff too, but she just only remembers the like good stuff.
Yeah.
And like idolizes the past and thinking like, why was it so great then and it's not now?
That's a selective memory.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was a guy that was telling me that a thing that you should practice is to try to experience as many things. Not just do like your day-to-day shit and hang out with your friends at your house, but like go do something that is like a real experience.
Yeah, something
because
different.
That's what you typically remember more of.
Yeah.
Things that are significant events.
Yeah.
You know,
Things
so
are
if you
something
have-
out of your comfort zone when
Right.
you're feeling some intense
So
emotion
if you
or
live a life of a lot of these very significant events that always end up positive for you,
yeah.
it reflects your life, and you remember that it was a very good and long life.
Yeah.
You know, you create more events, to
More-
remember
yeah, more
specifically
memories.
versus just typical mundane things.
Right. Huh. That's interesting. I never
Yeah.
thought about that. How doing something different would make you remember it in a different way or
Well, I mean, the more significant an event, the more likely you are to remember.
yeah, right, exactly.
You
I mean, I
versus
know
your mundane things.
right,
So if you do a
there's-
lot of significant events,
yeah.
that sounds logical, but also if you do so many, then maybe
Right,
it
then
becomes
what
mundane
maybe
to
that's
you, and
yeah,
it
maybe
starts
that becomes
muddling,
normal.
you
Yeah.
know, like-
And then you need to go do boring
knows?
stuff and then that's the new fun thing. That's interesting. Yeah, I've thought about like I don't know, not really. I mean, I think about my memories and what I remember the most are when I had really strong feelings during that. And I mean,
Yeah.
I know I'm a water sign, so I don't know if that means anything, but like I know that's like an emotion ruled whatever. So I'm like maybe that's why, but I never thought of actually kind of putting yourself out there into new situations and new experiences would do kind of the same thing in giving you that like intense new feeling. I mean, anytime you do something new, novel, you know, your brain has to make new connections and nerve pathways. So it makes sense that you would probably remember more when it's something completely different from
Yeah.
your day-to-day life.
I mean, think about how many times you just go out and get drunk with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to think about every one of them because
Yeah.
you do so many. Or at least I do. I'm a fucking alcoholic, so I do a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, just it's an interesting concept.
Yeah,
So
it
yeah,
is.
very
For
interesting
sure.
topic.
Yeah.
So I mean, kind of bouncing off that.
Yeah.
Going on these conferences
Yeah.
for yourself. Have
Yeah.
you ever used it as an opportunity to try to find a date while you're there, or
Well,
you know?
So at the conference last summer, it was where was it? It was in Michigan. It was the Spider Conference again in Michigan. And I was single at the time and I just kind of been in the lab for a few months, like since the spring semester.
Mm-hmm.
And I was new in the lab and I went to the conference and we had a bunch of students with us and I had a lot of, you know, friends in our lab. It was a big lab thing. And I didn't expect at all to like meet anybody. I didn't know if I was going to. You never know who you're going to meet at these things because it's a lot of older people.
Yeah.
There are some students, but at the same time it's a spider conference. Like, you know, who likes spider? You never know.
Yep.
But I went to this conference and I was with my friend. We were like roomed together and basically spent most of the time together there. And she was single too. And so we kind of, during some of the talks or at like the breaks, we would scope out the room and be like, who are the cute guys? You know what I mean? Like, who could we like chat with? Or even not even to be maybe romantic, but just like friends our age.
Yeah.
And meeting, I mean, and guys are sometimes easier to talk to for girls like right away. Because sometimes girls can be a little bit judgmental right off the bat. And we like kind of found like a group of like young people that we thought like a couple of the guys were cute and like they seemed nice. And my friend, she thought this one guy was super cute. And I was like, he's kind of cute. And I thought this other guy was really cute. It ended up on the last day, there was the banquet. Okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
The banquet's when everybody gets fucked up and it's really fun and whatever. So on that night, it was really fun. We went to the Henry Ford Museum, I think. It was like all cars and it had like the Rosa Parks bus and the JFK car that he got shot in and all this really cool like museum stuff. And we ended up like, you know, all the young people started talking to each other. And so me and my friend ended up talking to these like cute guys or the guys that we thought were cute like previously. And it was so funny. The guy that she thought was really cute and me ended up hitting it off. So and I was like, and I ended up talking to him for like an hour or two at the, like walking around. And so I go back to my friend and I was like, oh my God, like, I know that you said that you liked him and thought he was really cute, but like, I think like hitting it off. Like, I don't want to like step on your toes here, but like we're having kind of a thing, and like I don't want to like if you don't want that, then that's fine. Like, I wouldn't do anything, but like it kind of seems like it may get to that point. Yeah. And she was just like, "Oh, I don't care. Like, go for it. Like, do what you're gonna do." Like, I didn't have dibs on him or anything. Like, we hadn't even talked to him, and I was just like, "Yeah, but like I still don't want to be, I didn't want her to be mad at me or salty with me or whatever." But so that night, I got really drunk and ended up sleeping with this guy in the dorm. Oh, and I was sharing a room with my friend, but luckily in our dorm room it was like a suite, so there were 3 bedrooms and one of them was vacant. Okay. So we just went in there and like did whatever, and it was just so funny though. It was just like, I can't believe like you work with spiders too. Like, he was like he did spider silk stuff, and it was just like I could just talk to him about
making that spider Kevlar.
Yeah, right. We could just talk about spiders, and it like wasn't weird. And I was like, it's so crazy for me to be in this situation, because at school, I mean, we're just one lab that studies spiders, but at this conference, it's like 100, 200 people that all study spiders. So like in any social situation, even whether it be like a dating kind of thing or just friendly or kind of with your superior like academics, like it's all the same topic. I don't know, it was crazy to me. And what is also funny is that this guy, we like had that night, whatever, we had a great time, and we were like, I had a lot of fun with you, probably won't see you again. He lived in Virginia, I live in Ohio, like maybe see you at the next conference, Sure. But then this is the craziest part, he was going to be doing like a summer class in August, or I think it was in August, I can't remember, in Cleveland, Ohio, and we live in Cincinnati. It's like totally opposite end of the state. Yeah. But he messaged me and was like, "Hey, like I'm going to be doing this thing in Cleveland. I'm going to be driving. Like, what if I stopped for a day in Cincinnati to visit you?"
Yeah, drive 5 hours, sure.
Yeah, right. And I was just like, "Do you know like how far Cleveland is from Cincinnati?" Like, I was like, "It's Ohio." I was like, "Okay, right." Like,
yeah, it's Ohio.
It's Ohio. Yeah.
Well, I guess, I mean, if he's in Virginia, if he's going lengthwise side to side, that's a fucking long.
Yeah. So maybe he just wanted to break it up. I don't know. Whatever. He ended up coming to Cincinnati. He got an Airbnb, and okay, this guy, super sweet guy, but he must not have ever done an Airbnb before, because
I remember you telling me this.
Yes, he got an Airbnb that wasn't like the kind it's your own place. It was the kind that like has a family living in it. And oh my God, we got there to just check in, and we got the key at like from like a box or whatever, and he made it seem like the family was gone. Yeah. So we go in, and then we like, kind of were getting steamy because we were just seeing each other for like the first time. And then the family walks in, and we're like, wait, is someone here? And literally like, luckily we hadn't like gotten far. Yeah. But like, it was a family. It was a mom, a dad, and a like child of like 6. And they had like this tiny dog, and they were super like religious. Like they had all these like Bible verses on the wall, and I was just like, oh my God, like. And then we had to like have conversations with them. It wasn't even like a 2-part building. Like they had to use the kitchen that we were using. Like, oh my God, it was a disaster.
Like, fucking, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I was just like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I honestly was like, this is the most, I can't believe how lucky we were that those people didn't walk in on us in a worse situation. I was like, thank God. But anyway, and then I didn't see him for, a year. And I saw him at this last conference. But I'm in a relationship now, so obviously I'm not going to, like, go crazy. But it was still funny to just, like, see this guy. And then we still were able to just chat about spiders. And I was like... right, like spider nerds. Like,
what do you do? I harvest spiders.
I make my spiders fight. That's what you want to do.
Well, I mean, my spiders are gonna beat your spiders.
I don't know. I've been growing some big ones.
They're big,
Yeah.
bulky spiders.
I'm excited. I might be.
They've been fighting an underground circuit with like praying mantises.
Oh,
They're
actually,
getting
that's
ready.
pretty impressive.
No.
You know, there's a spider that eats birds
Yeah.
in South America. We have
Giant
one.
bird spider.
Yeah, we have one, and it's dead. It's in a jar. It's called Bubba. That's its name.
Or I think it's called the Goliath bird.
Yeah. It's like huge. It'll eat. It's
Yeah.
like
They make.
gigantic.
I remember doing some research on them like many years ago because they make real big, intricate webs.
Oh, webs. Yeah.
Yeah. Like yeah, they're just real cool.
Real crazy. I know. It's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I know. I just thought it was. I just thought it's crazy. Like you can always find somebody who has. Like, even if you're in the most obscure field, you can still find people to spend
Sure.
time with and have a good time with.
It's what you never really like buy much into the phrase "there's plenty of fish in the sea,"
Right.
Or "there's someone for everyone."
Yeah.
And then you have like at one time some crazy random experience of someone who has a lot of same interests.
Yeah.
In your case, studies the same shit, and you're like,
It's like, what?
But then the thing is, like, you constantly through your life meet people that has continually more interest.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
never settle.
It's
Never
crazy.
settle.
It's a small world.
Yeah, it is.
It's huge, but it's small.
It's a very big world, but people have more common interests than you think.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's wild. Truly is wild.
It is.
But so, did we get some stories this week? Did people
We
submit
got a
some?
lot of stories. I have a couple on notes that we'll talk about.
Cool. I'm excited that people.
So, as opposed to reading it word for word,
Yeah.
because I have like a verbal dyslexia,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just gonna try to paraphrase from memory.
No, yeah. Just tell me what. Just
Yeah.
tell me the gist of a couple.
Which just happens in my casual conversation too. I just say fucky words all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh well.
So, the first one is a Bumble date,
Okay.
and it was a guy that was giving me the story.
Okay.
I don't have a name to come to mind, so we'll call him Guy.
Guy.
And he'll say
Guy.
he goes on
Like
on
Guy.
a date with girl.
Guy Fieri. Fieri or
Ooh,
whatever.
He's gonna take you to Flavor Town.
Flavor Town. Oh God.
I saw a meme that someone turned Guy Fieri into like a deer or an elk,
Yeah.
but his hooves were like the crazy fire flame.
Oh my God.
Wearing Crocs.
Oh
And
shit.
I was like, come with me to the flavor forest. Ooh.
Oh God. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
Okay,
Guy.
yeah.
Guy.
Guy.
Flavor man.
Flavor man.
He has Bumble date with a squirrel, and they do like they set up a generic movie dinner.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, he lets her pick the movie,
Yeah.
and they go meet.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, they didn't state what they were seeing.
Oh,
or
I was
when
gonna
this
say,
was.
like, what was the
Yeah.
movie? That was my question. It's gonna be. I wonder what the
I don't
movie
think.
was.
Yeah. I don't know.
Huh.
But so, anyways, they go
To the movie.
They meet up at the movie, and they do whatever. They're at the movie,
Watch the
and
movie.
he says that throughout the movie, she keeps like frantically looking behind her. You know,
Huh.
and it's kind of like very
Yeah. Like I don't know where she
alarming.
just like
Yeah.
turned
Yeah.
like somebody was behind. Like
yeah. By the way, he kind of worded it, so it's like
yeah. That's weird.
he kept asking her like, "Is something wrong?
Like, are you okay?"
And, and her response was just like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it."
Huh.
So they get to the whole movie, but he
Mhm.
says like this happens the entire time, and when they're getting up to
Yeah.
leave,
Yeah.
is when he realizes that the dude sitting immediately behind them was her dad.
No.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Wait, how did he figure that out?
Well, I don't know. He didn't say. Well, he said that he was there. See, this is why.
Yeah.
He was there at the movie theater with her mom. I guess they had apparently seen something, and then he watched them leave. So then him and the girl he was going to date with go in for a movie, I guess.
Yeah. So he just...
I saw them and was like,
I'm going to go...
Which may be why the girl was like, what the fuck are you doing
Yeah, like,
here?
what, Dad? Like,
crazy.
That is crazy. Dad. Oh, my God.
And
That's
that was
chaperone.
all he really said. He didn't really fill in much more. But yeah, that's...
Did they go on the dinner date afterwards? You know?
He didn't talk about
He didn't say anything?
Yeah, that was all that was there.
Wow. That's interesting. That's like a real... That's like a chaperone date, like, times 100. Like, but...
Yeah.
Secret chaperone.
But it also could be like... Maybe she told
No,
him
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Like,
maybe
check
he...
on me.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, is this the dad doing something crazy? Or is this the girl being like, Dad, like... protect me. I mean, I do know that some girls feel
or maybe it's both. Like she told him like we're gonna go into this movie, letting you know.
Yeah.
In case you don't hear
Oh
from
yeah,
me. And
yeah.
he was like, oh, fuck that. I'm just
gonna
up.
go. Yeah. Right. I mean, must run in the family to be kind of paranoid, but I think I do know that some girls get kind of scared about meeting someone just from a dating app because you never know who it is and if they're going to be who they say they are and like whatever, they could be a killer. That's like always in the back of a girl's mind is like this guy could be a killer or a rapist. Like it's just always a thing. But that just seemed weird, especially that like she didn't say anything and like for the whole movie.
I've also heard like people go on a lot of dates where they had overprotective parents show up.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard that a lot.
Well,
I guess in the country.
Oh yeah, well that's true. Because you never know.
You'll be nice to my daughter.
Yeah, right.
Don't break my son's heart. He's a good boy.
No, honestly, when you were telling me that she was doing that frantic turn back, I thought it was going to be something like she had like a tick or something where she just like had like a tick, like a tick where she just turned, like for no reason.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Or like she was just super, the other one that I thought was like maybe she has like a super jealous ex and she's afraid that he's going to follow them there. I don't know. I'm just thinking, I don't know. That's all the drama I was thinking in my head. Well, it's still dramatic though.
The next story is real.
Oh God.
Real funny.
Oh God. Okay. Let's hear this one.
So this was from a girl.
Okay.
And this was not a social media date. This was someone she
got hooked up with, or
from like a friend.
Like
a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
So
was it a blind date or had they?
I think it was a blind date.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't specified, but I'm going to assume when you say it was like a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
So the date was this guy asked her to be his date for a wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, she goes with him to this wedding, and she says the whole wedding's like fine, like the normal wedding.
Yeah.
And then there's a
reception.
Everyone's getting drunk.
Yeah.
So they were there for like I think 2 hours.
Okay.
And then the dude takes her to meet his mom finally.
Oh, who's at the wedding?
Who's at the wedding.
Okay,
yeah.
It was probably like his family. Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah.
And so they start talking, and she's talking about like how everyone at the wedding's been like super nice to her. Everyone's been fun, and these people like to drink, so it's just nice.
Just been relaxed. Like a fun celebration.
Well, she said that she was talking with his mom for a while, and he left to go talk to somebody else.
Yeah.
And at the end of the conversation, she said, I like you a lot better than his girlfriend. So.
Wait, his mom said that?
Yeah. So, of course, she was like, what the fuck? And stormed out of there.
Yeah. Oh, she just left?
She just left.
She didn't say anything to him? Okay. Oh, my God.
So, she gave it some time.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks, and dude was like.
Texting her, yeah.
She gave it some time, and then finally was like, all right, I'll talk to the guy.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out the dude didn't have a girlfriend.
Oh.
And the mutual friends were like there to confirm it.
Yeah.
He had broken up with his girlfriend like a month prior.
Oh.
And just never told his parents.
Never told his parents.
Yeah.
Oh my God, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Did they ever, like, did they talk again or?
Well, that's what I said. I was like, because this was, I guess, just a couple of months ago.
Oh, okay.
So I
Wow.
was like, well, if anything else happens, let me know.
Yeah. Like, yeah, let's hear.
How do you take that situation?
I mean,
what the fuck do you do?
honestly, I think the first thing that I think it would have maybe been better to do from her end. Well, I don't know though, because I mean, he could have been a total liar, but would just be to just confront him about it, not just leave like out of nowhere. At least say something so he's not like in the dark about why she left and isn't talking to him for 2 weeks. Like he's gonna think he's gonna have all of these, scenarios of what he did wrong or like, that she's crazy or something like that because of that. I mean, but if that happened to me, I would be pissed. Like I would be shocked and pissed, but I don't even know. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. Like, his mom said, I like you a lot better than his girlfriend. First off, I would talk to the mom and be like, so tell me about this girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, how do you think it's okay that he's bringing me to it as his date if he has a girlfriend? Like, I would seriously grill the mom about it. Because if I was like chatting with her and she was like drinking a little
where's
bit.
The context, like, well, why is she not here?
Yeah, exactly.
What's the
Like,
situation?
is it a long term? Is it like or long distance, and so they have like an open thing? Is it she's just out of town and like he didn't tell me that this was more of a platonic date?
Yeah.
Like maybe I misunderstood. I don't know. There's a lot of different things that could be going on there. That's not what I mean. I can't believe he just didn't tell his parents, and then expected them.
Well, there's like that's a question. So why did they like really? I mean, well no, that way. So I was gonna say maybe they really liked her and he didn't want to disappoint them, but her statement was, "I like you better."
Than the other.
So
yeah,
right.
I'm just thinking like, if he knew that he was gonna take a different girl to a wedding that his family was at, and he didn't tell his parents that he broke up with the last girlfriend. Like, what does he expect them to think or say? Like, maybe he's just an idiot and thinks that they knew. Like, maybe he thinks that he told them or, like, that it's, like.
I can't blame her, though. Like,
no, I don't blame her
You're there for
at all.
hours and you're, super formal. And
right.
Getting
no,
drunk
I mean,
and having
first
a good
of all,
time, and all
going
of a sudden,
to a.
Bam. Like, what the fuck did this guy just take me on?
Yeah, I mean, ugh. Because first of all, a wedding date is a pretty big date for like a first date too. Because it's like the person you're going with probably knows like a lot of people there. You're gonna be completely, know nobody. You're gonna be like stuck to this guy who's that you're on a first date with. Yeah. So like, what if you don't even like him that much and you're kind of stuck with him because that's who you came with and like that's
but also it's like a first date to a wedding that's quite a date.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a big ass date. Like, I don't know. I think that's kind of I would be stressed out doing a first date at a wedding just to begin with.
Then what do you do? Like, let's put you in the guy's position. What the fuck do you then? Like,
She's
this girl
just gone.
leaves without saying anything to anybody, so it's like, oh, the fuck.
No, I know.
And
If he must
obviously, like you reach out and doesn't reply. Like, what do you do?
I don't know.
I guess apparently he consistently tried to get a hold of her until she finally responded.
Until she responded.
I don't know if I would.
I know.
Like,
I mean,
obviously something was very upsetting.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would be if
I probably would want to know.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah. I mean, because her just leaving, I would take it like if I was the guy, I would be really kind of offended that she would just leave and not say anything. And I would be like, there must have been something really bad that happened. Either something bad happened here or something with her personal life, maybe like an emergency family problem. Like, I don't know. Like, that's probably where my brain would go. And so maybe I would try to reach out, but I don't know how much. Like, when someone's not responding to you, that usually means like they don't want to ever talk to you. And so maybe you just let it go.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. That's just, I mean, it all boils down to like bad communication.
Well, I mean, I think one of the biggest issues with most relationships, or just in dating in general, is miscommunication.
No, yeah, any relationship, literally friendships.
Especially because, like we've talked before, a lot of this shit is done through text.
Through text,
and
yeah.
There's no tone.
No tone.
And it's easier to take things out of context.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I know. Well, I'm just thinking, like, it's miscommunication on so many levels. Miscommunication between him and his mom, his family, not telling them what's going on in his life.
Him and her.
Miscommunication between him and her, not, like, explaining that he just... I mean, don't you think that's something they would talk about? Like, their past relationships?
I would assume so, yeah.
But at a wedding, that's another thing about a wedding, is that you got thrown into this super social, all these people, you know, you're all focused on the couple. There's not that much time to kind of focus on your date and your relationship and have like a meaningful conversation. You're just going to get fucked up and, you know, celebrate.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not very conducive for like a good first date setting to like have a nice chat and learn something about somebody. It's more like, it's just like a party date.
But so like, let's go on the first thing, you know.
Yeah.
You go out to a movie.
No, the movie's not good either. I didn't like that.
It's like a common date idea, but you don't do anything but sit there and
you
watch.
just sit there. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. I mean, see, if you're going to do dinner and a movie, you should do dinner first.
It should be, yeah.
Dinner first and then the movie. So you can at least like chat, talk about whatever, like get to know the person so you have like more comfortable. And then when you're in the movie, it's like not as awkward too. Because when you go to a movie with somebody that you don't know, it's like you're just sitting there and you're like, what am I going to do?
Like, you also think about especially how media in Hollywood portrays young teenagers. They go to movies on dates, and you're already a super fucking awkward human being.
Oh my god, exactly.
So now you're in an even more awkward situation. You can't fucking talk. So
yeah, you can't talk and you're just sitting there.
It's just free flowing.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why people think a movie is a good like first date or just date.
But also, if you're a super young teenager, you don't fucking know.
You don't know anything.
What people do, so
right? And it feels like too formal to like go out to dinner.
Should I hold her hand? Should I not put my arm around her shoulder?
Right.
Should
it's
I
like
put
the
my
whole
dick in
like
popcorn bucket.
Oh my god. It's like the whole like inching your hand.
Yeah.
To try and hold the hand. Oh my god.
And then reading the immediate reaction.
Right.
Like, oh.
No, and like I just remember those situations and like, oh my god, I have like I have clammy hands. And I just
when
remember,
I get nervous, I get clammy hands.
No, I have clammy hands naturally, but then if I'm nervous, they're extra clammy. And I'm just like,
and around like someone
yeah.
that I'm attracted to, I'm always fucking nervous.
No, and I just remember like holding hands with somebody in a movie and I was just like, this is disgusting. Mm-hmm. Like my hand, it's like wet. But like, I don't know. I mean, it was high school, you know, you're young. And so I'm like, I don't want to be the one to
hold my moist hand.
Yeah. And like, I don't think he cared. I mean, maybe he didn't know what it's the difference. Maybe his hand was clammy too. I couldn't tell if his hand was clammy because mine was so clammy.
It's like,
oh my God.
My hand's got the hot sweats.
No, yeah. Like, that is a real problem though. I used to, when I sang in a cappella women's ensemble, we would hold hands for the slow songs so we could kind of like feel the tempo.
Yeah.
And it was probably, let me think. When I was in it, it was probably like 60% of the group was black girls. And like or at least all the ones in my group, they always had very dry hands.
Yeah.
And I always had really clammy hands. And it was like a whole joke. And I was so embarrassed. It was like, oh, I don't want to stand next to Olivia. Like I have to hold her clammy hand. I was just like, oh God, like I'm so embarrassed. And she's like, why do white people have such clammy hands? I was like, it's not all white people. It's just me. Like you guys are just lucky. Like I just have clammy ass hands. They would hold my hand for one song and then have to like wipe it off afterwards. Like, oh God. I'm like, and that's when I got really, self-conscious about it, thinking like, God, if I hold a guy's hand, maybe he's thinking the same thing. I just never kind of thought about it like that before.
Well, I'm always super fucking nervous, especially in a dating scene.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I gotta have a few drinks.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because I'll like fucking panic in my head and say stupid shit or sentences that aren't structured correctly.
No, and what my problem is, like, I get like nerves or anxiety, and my biggest fear is like like not having anything to say, because I'm not a person who can just, like Curtis say, like he's really good at like having a conversation about anything with anybody. He can just do it.
He has himself put down as a routine.
Oh yeah.
So like, because he goes on so many dates.
Dates, yeah.
So it's like, all right, well, it's routine to go through.
Yeah, like go through.
Talk about.
Yeah, right. He's got kind of like an outline. It's just for me, it's hard for me to do that. I feel like I need to have like a real conversation, but I can't really like pull that out of my ass. It has to really happen. But I worry that I'm gonna be stuck and like have nothing to say. And so that's where alcohol kind of helps me. Like having a few drinks, it just kind of like loosens me up to conversation. Honestly, it makes me a little bit more willing to chat, I guess.
I'm more likely to go on dates with people if I'm your friend first, because now once we become friends, we've broken some communication barriers.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Now I'll be a bit more comfortable. We can act more naturally around you.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Then I'd be more susceptible to going on a date with you.
Yeah.
The blind dates and
social
media dates.
It's so much
I go
anxiety.
On them, but it's fucking brutal.
It's scary, and you just it's the anxiety, the anticipation. That's it. I mean, that's always the thing with me with nerves about anything.
Yeah.
It's just how much we build it up in our brains of what it's going to be and what it's going to be like. And then it happens and it's like, it's not so bad, but it's all that, like those hours beforehand where you're just thinking and your brain's going a mile a minute and you're just like, it's like you're vibrating, just ready to just get it done. But it's, I mean, I don't know you can't really get over that. You kind of just have to embrace it and just deal with it. 'Cause it happens always when you put yourself into like in any vulnerable situation or something like that. It's gonna happen, but boy, is it hard. You know what I mean? Like it's annoying how our brains work against us in that way, in those situations.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, like even in just some big social situations, I feel like I need it's hard to chat or talk or have a good conversation with people.
I prefer very small group social interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's an example. Someone says, "Hey, let's go have some friends meet up at Mad Tree or Rheingeist," which are breweries in Cincinnati, if you're not aware.
Big ones.
That's cool, but they're big. And when you go there, when they invite you on a weekend, there's so many fucking people.
It's so loud.
You can barely hear each other.
Yeah.
And now you're also pretty much shoulder to shoulder with people.
God,
and you're in
I hate
uncomfortable
that.
situations.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be a cool friend. I have to constantly look around, stop letting people bump into me.
No, exactly. I have that. I don't like. It's I have
I like dingy bars, bars. It's a lot easier to interact.
Right. I don't know. It's something about people, having a lot of people. It's I'm not claustrophobic, but maybe I'm socially claustrophobic. Like when there's a lot of people around me, like a crowded elevator or just a crowded hallway, and I can't get out. That's when I start feeling I don't like this. You know what I mean? I mean,
large groups of people I don't have an issue with. I mean, I used to be a part of the con circuit for 2 years.
Yeah,
I don't have an issue. I can be around thousands of people, no problem.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to interject a social interaction with your friends amongst thousands of people or hundreds of people, it's really hard to do.
Yeah. No, it's really hard. You basically, in those situations, it's you just have to know that you're not going to really get anything meaningful out of it. It's just going to be if you're with friends that you're close with, then that's great. And you guys can just enjoy kind of that's where the environment, but you're not really going to get a deep.
I think the exception to that is concerts.
Yeah.
Because you pre-plan it and if you're going with your friends, you always do stuff prior, whether it's pre-gaming or food.
Right.
Then you get at a concert and you enjoy it.
Yeah.
And you just do you.
Mm-hmm.
Then afterwards you go back to connecting. But during the concert, you're not typically trying to interact with your friends.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. And I know that some people feel that the same way about like going out at bars is, they go out just to be around just a lot of people and get that kind of energy. But
Sure,
then
yeah.
they go like later on in the night, they go to the less crowded bars and are just with like
Yeah.
close friends. I personally don't do that as much as I used to. Because it's just, I don't know, I've kind of grown out of it a little bit. I can't stay out super late at super crowded bars anymore, but I know some people like they get something from it. They like, feed off of that energy of just like a lot of people and, seeing new people and just, starting up, random conversations with random folks.
Yeah, but you can do that at a dive bar too.
Yeah, no, and you can, exactly. But it's just a different.
That's true. Yeah,
It's some
it's a
people,
lot of
I don't know, some people, I guess it's a difference between like introverts and extroverts too, because
Sure.
extroverts really
Well,
feed
so
off of that.
In my experience, though, like as an example, Curtis likes to go out to these very popular
Yes.
clubs or bars, and I understand going out there when people have the intention, like I'm gonna go try to meet someone there, or
Yeah.
go like I'm gonna go group with my guys, go out and maybe we'll meet some girls, or
Yeah.
girls go out with their group of girls and meet some guys.
Yeah.
But really, when you really think about it, when you're there,
Yeah.
it's still people only interacting with the people they're with.
I know. Yeah.
And then they're just kind of staring at other people.
Yeah. And
then after the night, they talk about like how nothing happened.
Right.
I'm like, well, you didn't do anything.
Yeah,
You
or
just
like
stood
randomly,
there and
yeah.
hope someone come and interact with you. And the other group of people was doing the same shit. You know?
I know it's few and far between when they actually like someone
So-
will actually get the balls enough to like.
That's why I don't necessarily buy it when people say they're super extroverted, because
Oh,
they
yeah.
say that and then I witness that.
Yeah.
That's not. You're putting yourself in an extroverted situation, but you're not.
Yeah, but
being
you're not
extroverted.
being.
You're still being introverted.
Yeah, you're still like with your same people.
But again, it's hard when there's a lot of fucking people to have a social interaction.
Yeah, no, it really is. It really is. I agree. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know. It's been like growing up, I guess, has been interesting for me because like in like at the end of high school and early college, like I partied like a lot with my friends. Like we'd go out and do all this, go to these bars and it was really fun and I really enjoyed it at that time. And there's something about going out with your friends and having like your group, but still like getting kind of mixed up from people and like being all around and then later like connecting back with like your core homies or whatever. And like that was a nice feeling, and having these like stupid memories that you have together of like being dumb and drunk and like, talking to some random person and then like, and that stuff's fun. But I don't know if I just like burnt out on it or what, but I just have not
The last time I went out with some friends was
been into it.
Actually, this last weekend I went out with Adam to that.
Oh, yeah,
concert,
yeah.
but The 2 weekends prior to that, so 3 weeks ago, I went out with some friends, Adam, some other friends, out to some bars. We did a bar crawl because I like to bar crawl.
Yes.
I either will sit in a dive bar and hang out with my friends, or a bar crawl.
Yeah.
So we went to this one bar, and Adam and I were hanging outside because he was having a cigarette, and I forget what we were chatting about. I was also pretty drunk at this. It was near the end of the night. And there was this older woman that was just watching us. And Adam, like, he has this thing where when he's talking to you and he's coming to like the punchline of a situation, he'll kind of like lean in and kinda, like whisper it to you a little bit.
Oh, okay,
He
yeah.
does that from time to time. I
Yeah.
don't know if he realizes he does that.
Yeah.
Well, I think this girl thought he leaned in to kiss me.
Oh my God,
So
shut
she's
up.
like, she just like, how long have you two been together? And of course, Adam and I, you give Adam and I a chance to fuck with you, we're gonna do it.
Oh my
So he
God.
was like, oh, we've been together for like 4 years.
Oh my God,
you know.
stop.
So then he leaned in and he started kissing my forehead.
Oh my God, get out of here.
And we let this girl believe we were together.
Oh my God, that's
'Cause
hilarious.
that's just fun.
No, that's
a fun
really
interaction.
funny. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh my God, that's really funny. I can't believe that.
And then my other friend comes outside when Adam was kissing my forehead. He was like, what the fuck happened
Yeah, we're
here?
like, what's going on here? Oh my God. Oh.
It was great.
Oh my God, that's really good. That's really good.
Speaking of which, I need to get a beer.
I
You
know,
a
I
beer?
need a beer too.
All right, I'll get beers.
Okay,
You
I'll
say something.
talk about. Oh, I know what I'll talk about.
Talk about it.
Well, this is just kind of like a little update about me. I love animals. I have a lot of pets. Right now I have a dog and a cat and a crested gecko. So my crested gecko's name is Frida, and she's amazing. But it was, I can't, like last Monday or something, I came home and Frida, my gecko, has like this big, beautiful glass terrarium tank, but I was cleaning it, so I needed to like take out the rocks and wash them, and so I put her in a temporary tank, which was plastic. And my cat, oh god, it's just so terrible. My cat, I was really sick that day. I had like the stomach flu, and so I was sleeping, and my cat is always, looking at the gecko, very interested in it. But apparently I was in such a deep sleep that she literally knocked the entire cage off the shelf it was on, and it fell to the ground and bust open. So when I wake up, I see the cage on the ground just open. Frida is not in it. And Anya, my cat, was sleeping, all happy, sleeping in the sun somewhere. Suspiciously. And so I'm like, oh, fuck. I look everywhere. This happened once before that she got out and we found her. She was like hidden in like it was like a tent material thing. I forget. It was like a piece of a tent of some sort. And she was like all curled up in like a crevice of it. But this time I literally spent the day searching, and I was also like sick this day, so it was like a horrible day. I spent it searching for this gecko, and I never found her. I still haven't found her. It's been over a week, and I don't know what the fuck happened. Like there's no blood, there's no evidence of anything. Anya is acting normal, and I've been checking her like poop to see if there's any like bones and stuff. Yeah. Like I haven't seen any yet. And so I'm just like, either Frida is somewhere in my room hiding still and like starving to death, which is just so sad, and I really hope that's not what's happening, or Anya just like swallowed her up and just ate her in like a bite, and she's still digesting her.
So I have a relatable story.
Okay.
My sister, this was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But my sister had a pet tarantula named Harry.
Harry. That's a good name.
She kept an aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
She fed crickets.
Yeah.
Well, she had 2 cats.
Oh, God.
Her cats relentlessly wanted to fuck with the crickets all the time.
Yeah.
They wouldn't eat it. They just wanted to play with them.
Right. Crickets are jumping around.
So there was a day where she put the crickets in the aquarium, put the cover on, and left for work.
Oh, no.
When she came home, the cover was off. There was no crickets, and there was no Harry. Never, ever found the spider. The cats definitely didn't eat the spider. So there was...
Where did it go?
She lived in an apartment building.
Oh, my God. So it probably just escaped or died somewhere?
It probably escaped.
Yeah, it's probably escaped. I mean, spiders can live a while without eating, especially a tarantula. It's probably fucking fine, and they don't need that much water either. Oh, my God.
It probably lived for years after.
It probably lived like in the wall or something, eating
it
like...
was in the building or got out of the building and went into the wild. There was a tarantula somewhere.
Oh, my God.
Somewhere.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Harry's out living his best life. Oh, my God,
Harry's out there. Oh, my God, I know. Well, I'm just like... It just seems crazy that Anya would, like, eat the whole thing. I mean, she wasn't that big, but still, like, usually cats just want to fuck with stuff and, like, bat it around. I mean, I don't put it past her because she is a cat, but...
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say, and I mean...
Maybe it was able to slip under a door.
I know, it could be somewhere else in the apartment, but...
It could be outside the apartment.
I know, it could be out of our building. I know. I just don't know. I have no idea, and I'm just... It's sad because... I just put so much time and effort into her,
like, why I don't have pets.
Life, and now it's like over. But I've actually been reading a lot on like message boards and stuff, forums, like gecko forums, that said that sometimes like people have lost their gecko and it'll come back like 2 weeks later,
Really?
Like just super super thirsty and like,
Huh.
but they can't. It's possible. So maybe she's just hiding somewhere and she'll still come out. So what I'm thinking about doing is putting her tank together again and just leaving the lid off, and maybe she'll come back. Yeah, I mean, they were saying that some, like, they left their tank just open and one day it just came back for the food, and I was just like,
So here's a question, because
maybe.
I'm super ignorant. But,
Yeah.
Do different lizard and gecko species copulate with each other? Is there like an inner?
Oh, like different species?
Yeah.
No, usually not. Most
So,
of the time they will only mate with their own species. But the thing is that with these like bred geckos, because they're bred from like a breeder who makes them for their coloration and stuff, they've done a lot of artificial selection. So there's a possibility that maybe a lizard that looks about right would be, you know, sufficient for them to think it's the same species.
But well, geckos aren't considered lizards, are they? Aren't they like their own
They're
category?
they're like, I think they're like a type
really
of
know.
lizard. I think a gecko is a lizard, but it's not. It's like it's a type of. They're like geckos. I think are just special because they have like the sticky feet.
Yeah.
Gecko versus lizard. So I should
Well,
know
like,
this, but
we
I'm
have a lot of wild lizards.
no those little. Yeah, I know. Lizards are reptiles. Geckos are small lizards. So they're basically lizards.
in the lizard family.
Yeah, so the lizards are an order, and then geckos are a family within the order lizards.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's what I thought, something like that. Because lizards can be, there's like a whole bunch of them, but geckos are like their own little special thing. But I know there's a ton of those little green ones from.
Oh,
there's some
here
invasive
at my
species.
place, there's a ton.
Oh yeah.
A ton around here.
Yeah. I know. Well, I know that, like, speaking of like animals eating lizards, like my friend had a dog, like it was a Jack Russell, and those are like real hunter dogs. That dog would go for those lizards and she would get them sometimes and she would just eat them. And so I'm like, it can't be that crazy for my cat to have eaten my gecko if like a little dog is going to eat a lizard.
I think it's very plausible for your cat, but
I just don't know. It's just insane. I
But
just
cats-
want to know what happened.
when cats hunt and they actually catch the prey, don't they generally lick up all their blood? Because
Probably.
if I remember, I could be wrong, but I think I remember hearing that the reason why feline species get dehydrated a lot in captivity or home cats is because, or domesticated cats, because they typically got their water source from blood from what they hunted.
from the
It was
meat. Yeah.
Generally rare for them to just continuously drink water.
Yeah, they're not.
It's usually like the bigger cats who see drink water because they need more
more
hydration.
water,
But the
yeah.
smaller cats,
Don't.
from what I understand, would get their water source from just
No,
their prey.
you're right, and that's why a lot of domesticated cats don't get enough water in their diet because they don't drink enough, and then they're on dry food.
It's because it's part of their expectation for what they're eating.
Right, exactly. But my cat can't. My cat doesn't eat wet food because she's on like she has like a weird allergy, so she can only be on this fancy dry food. But I don't know, she drinks a lot of water. I think some cats like have adapted to it. But yeah, I mean, the thing that just seems crazy to me is, okay, it was a crested gecko. They have big heads.
Yeah.
Their heads are like the size of a quarter, maybe. Like their skull. It's like a big skull. Like the rest of the body, like that would go down super easy, I think. But this huge skull, like, did she chomp it? Did she just swallow it? Like, is it still in her belly? I was feeling her belly the other day, and it was feeling really bloated, and I was worried.
Domestic cats, like when they hunt mice,
Yeah.
will typically bite the head off and then swallow it whole. Like they don't chew it.
Oh, okay. So then maybe that
Which is why you find a lot of decapitated,
Yeah,
or
like birds
people who
or-
have, because they just chomp off the head and
Yeah.
they swallow it whole.
Yeah. But then, I mean, maybe she just did that and then ate the rest of her.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It just baffles me. My old cat.
This has been a week.
It's been over a week.
Yeah.
My old cat would kill mice, but she would bring them to us. You know, like
I think you would have seen it in the bowel movement by now.
I thought so. That's what I thought too.
Like,
I mean,
Their gaseous cycle can't be that long.
No, it can't be. They must be. I don't.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm just thinking. I'm hoping that it was quick end for Frida and that Anya just ate her and it was super fast and she hasn't been stuck somewhere in my room like starving.
Or she's out living her best life with Harry.
Yeah, or she could be out in the wild doing whatever.
There's a children's book.
Yeah.
Tarantula and a gecko become best.
Yeah, right. Like these lost pets become
Harry and Frida. Old people names.
They are. Harry and
couple.
Frida, they are. Oh, they would
My
be such a
grandfather's
cute
name
little.
was Harry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a really good like children's book. You know, like the odd couple that has adventures.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Harry
and Frida.
Harry and Frida.
Find love in all kinds of places.
Yeah.
A tarantula and a gecko.
Living their best life. Going to Area 51 to clap some alien cheeks.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
But those memes have been great.
Oh, they're so good. Well, I saw a meme that was like, what was it? It was like all this going on. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about another internet craze really quick.
Okay.
The old face thing.
Oh. So I haven't divulged too much into that. Is it a Facebook face filter or is this a Snapchat face filter?
It's not on either. It's on Face app. It's its own app.
Its own app.
Yeah. So I've used this app.
Because the pictures I've seen seem to be more like a much better quality.
They're really good. Yeah.
And to really think about it, Snapchat, even though like you can tell that it's a filter.
Yeah.
But think about it. They're pretty good.
No, the male and female are really good on
like,
Snapchat.
They're pretty good.
They've gotten way better. I mean, Snapchat has the man-woman thing, which I think is very accurate, especially the dude one. I don't know. I feel like I look exactly like my dad. I'm like really freaked out. But the old one, the old people one, they don't have that on Snapchat.
I was a pretty bearded lady.
Oh yeah, bearded lady. They just have a weird hair for the girls. I didn't like the hair. The girl hair that they always do is like a weird. It just didn't look.
Yeah.
It looks fake. The hair looks fake, but anyway.
They use like a blur effect.
Yeah. They use like a blur and they change the features. But this old face thing, oh my god, it's terrifying. But the thing I was talking about was the meme was. It was something along the lines of like. We have like this Area 51 raid coming up and all the memes I see are of this like old and like all I see on my news feed is this old face app or old face.
A bunch of old people are going to storm Area 51.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're like, what the fuck? No, but I did it. Oh my god, it's so scary, Josh. I look so scared. I look really bad. Like some people don't look so bad, but I did it and I'm like terrified of myself. Let me find a good one. And then I'm going to show you. I'm like.
I saw someone posting like.
If I look
this was like apparently a Russian company, and now everyone's got your face of what you'll look like in 30 years.
Oh my god, I know. I saw that. They were like.
Put away your tinfoil hat.
Right, like who the fuck? Why would the Russians care to know what we look like?
This is most likely done by someone who's really trying to test out their facial reconstructive like code. You know.
Oh
to
yeah.
do some application, and a good way to test that out is to. Put it to the masses.
I know.
Oh, look at you.
Isn't that terrifying? Like, I look older than most people look in the old face app. I swear, like, I look like I'm like 120. Like, my eyes are bloodshot.
My friend posted one who looked like 300 years old.
No, yeah. I've seen some people who look good. And I'm like, if that's really how I look when I'm old, I'm going to be super sad because...
It's not how you really are going to look.
It's really...
But it you know, it's crazy.
It could be close. It really looks realistic.
If you were to show this to somebody 5 years ago...
They would.
Person's got nice tits. Yeah, they wouldn't know.
No, they wouldn't.
It's good. Well, I mean, the other thing is, so now there's some of this facial recognition thing that you could put something on. Now you have people putting actors' faces or politicians' faces on some actor. And it changes the voice to match. So you can literally have someone say whatever the fuck you want.
And it can be...
There's some very good ones. Like, it's very hard to discern that it's not that
That's
person.
crazy. That's like modern, like, real life, like,
so
shape-shifting via
It's crazy to see, like,
technology.
how good that is now. But then think about how good it'll be in 5 years. And then in 10 years, it probably would be indiscernible whether it's actually fake or not.
That's so
then
crazy.
it becomes a real difficult thing. Like, did this person say that or not?
Or
What's
not.
the accountability?
Yeah, then there's gonna have to be like a whole nother like level of like checking and registering and making sure that you're, verified or whatever, like a verified source.
I believe someone put out the same thing that was really good, and it wasn't an actor. It was just artificial intelligence plugging everything in. So having an AI just basically fill the script, making it sound like you.
Oh, because you can. Well, because you can. I've heard you can put in like, like I've heard this with like Donald Trump. They put in all of his tweets to like a AI thing, and then they like it made like a bunch of more tweets that he would say, and they were so spot on. Some of them were like totally like had made no sense, but
there was a one that someone used. An AI to write a Bob Ross episode.
Oh my god, really?
You should check it out.
Oh my god, no, that sounds great. No, I have to.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell it wasn't necessarily human, but the themes, they're pretty right. They had it watch like 1,000 hours of Bob Ross and then have it write its own episode.
And then have it make its own. Oh my god, that's so crazy. I can't believe technology is insane. Like
this tree might have done something bad. But we won't tell anyone.
Oh my god!
Like, whoa!
Oh my god, dude, that stuff is crazy. I'm just like, I like subscribe to this weird email thing that tells me news, and it's like mainly tech news. So I'm kind of like not into it. But today I read it, and it was telling me, it was literally like it was terrifying. It's just like Black Mirror, like downloading your personality into a robot. That's that's coming now. Well, give the machine a piece of your mind.
Yeah, so that's been an idea that's been talked about since I think the 30s and 40s. Yeah. About artificial intelligence and when it talks about computing.
Yeah.
And the prediction was, there was a prediction of at some point you'd be able to upload consciousness to a computer. Yeah,
it's saying like, the fantasy is that you upload your mind into the computer, and then you can download it into a robot to go do other stuff while you're still like working or whatever.
So there's this guy named Ray Kurzweil.
Yeah.
He's a pretty smart guy.
Yeah.
He's written a few books, and I've read a couple of them. But he's made these technological predictions about technologies that'll be available around what time. And for the most part, I think he's been correct at what would be available at one time. So he made these predictions in like the 60s. And for the most part here, for 4 or 5 decades later, his depictions have been right. Now, and I have the book. It's a great book. Or I have one of his books called Age of Spiritual Machines. And it basically, just to give you a gist, where it talks about evolution is human or is nature.
Yeah.
And so if we were to create an artificial intelligence and upload ourselves into basically,
a robot.
Robots, would basically be these not cyborgs but actual.
Yeah,
we would essentially be AI that would self-replicate itself, write its own code. There would be no need for human. He talks about how that's the next step of evolution. Where it's not biological, but he gives this argument that it has stemmed from nature, so it's actually nature's next step of evolution. That machines is a byproduct of nature, a byproduct of life.
Yeah. Well, what I'm confused,
which is a cool thing.
It's a cool concept. I'm just thinking like, with the whole upload your consciousness, like,
so he predicted
to your...
He predicted 2020 was the year that we would officially upload someone's brain into a computer. And I'm not 100%, but I believe last year a group was able to upload someone like a couple of memories.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know all the information or if that's necessarily true, but I know there was a group working on it, and I think I remember reading they succeeded in uploading a couple memories.
Yeah, I was reading.
So, which is crazy.
This thing was telling me that right now, they're have been able to upload the mind of a mouse, but it took them 20 years to do it. So they think that for humans, it's going to take another 100 to get the full brain.
I also, my memory's such shit, but I think I also remember reading that if you had the ability to download someone's brain, to download all their memories, their consciousness, all of it, there's not enough data storage in the world for one brain.
Oh, that
like
makes
it
sense.
requires more
storage
data than more data storage than that exists.
So technology will have to be ramped up before they can even.
But the point is
save
that
it all.
if we're to that point where we can take just fractions, just pieces, it kind of makes you wonder, like, now you can upload fake memories to a human, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be possible?
Yeah, so you can totally manipulate people.
Then you can get to some fucking what was that, Minority Report,
right?
Where you can just look into people's consciousness because you're constantly being downloaded to a computer.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, it's so creepy.
So someone says something, like, well, let's check out. Let's see if we're right.
Right. Yeah. Let's see if
these are memories right here.
Yeah, their memories all on this cloud or whatever.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, no, it is crazy. It's like, the thing I just am confused about, like, this whole, like, if you upload your mind to a computer and so your consciousness is on it, what happens to, like, you as a human still? Like, are you two people now? Like, is there two?
It's a very good question.
Like, is it two?
So it's the same argument. Like, what if you had a technology to clone yourself exactly as you are, instantaneously? Is that, like, you have control over two persons, or is it are you just you, and now there's another? And now
and you guys are gonna diverge now because
I think it would just be like having a completely identical twin brother that has all of your memories.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's where it's split.
Yeah.
It's like it's like binary fission. You just become two of the same genetic material, but then you can move on in your environment differently. Yeah. I don't know. It's insane. I mean, it's like.
But here's the thing. It's like, so cloning in general. You know, we've been experimenting it for the last 30 years or so.
Yeah.
I know there's a company that lets you clone your pets. You pay an exorbitant amount of money, but you can clone your pet. Like, you really love Anya, and Anya's dying. You can give her DNA to this company for a lot of money, and
then they'll make me a kitten.
They'll lab grow a little kitten and give it to you, and it'll, probably look just like her.
Oh,
but the other thing is, like, it's not going to have, like, her memories.
Right, exactly. It's going to start fresh. But it could if you do this.
It could have its mannerisms.
Yeah.
Because mannerisms, I think, are now known to kind of be hereditary.
Yeah, or at least for the big part they are. Yeah. I think environment can change it, but I mean, if she's with, if it's the same kind of a situation, God, that's insane.
Yeah, but there are, I think, people who are actually doing that. They're paying a large sum.
Think about when they do that with people.
Well, the thing is, if you have the technology to clone a cat or a mouse,
you have that.
You can do it to a human. Well, that's the thing. So I remember, because they've been experimenting with cloning for 30 years, and I think a group wanted to clone a person and had, like, someone who was willing, like, in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
And I think...
was it like an ethical problem? Or?
Yeah, there was some... I don't know if it was the country's government or if it was, like, something like,
the UN or something was like, you can't do it.
Like, it's an unethical thing, you can't do humans. So we'll let you do certain animals, but not humans.
Wow.
Because here's the other thing, too, is, so now we can grow human tissue in a lab. We can grow just about every organ in a lab. Mm-hmm. So... outside of the concept of just cloning people or machines, now we can grow replacement parts for
people. Oh my God!
You lose an arm, we can grow you another arm and do a surgery to put it on.
This just makes me think about, how in, like, Japan, they have all the.
We got far away from dating.
No, I know. This is getting back to, like, kind of like romantic whatever. In Japan, like, all these men,
but I'll make it about dating,
are buying listen, they buy these like robot girlfriends.
Yeah,
they're like sex doll girlfriends, but they're more than just a sex doll. Like, they'll talk to you.
Yeah,
they, like, learn from you. And so Japan has, like, one of the lowest rates of, like, birthing
Yeah.
in the
Their
world because they have
fertility rate is significantly
super low. And I'm thinking, but if they can grow like people stuff, what if like rich dudes in the future can just grow their own girlfriend and like
sure.
pick her, you know, titty size, but like I want her to be very submissive.
Absolutely will happen. So I think this for sure. There's a lot of science fiction novels and movies that have portrayed this, that when artificial intelligence first becomes marketed to the masses, it would be servants.
Yeah.
Whether they're sexual servants or maids or, you know, those. I think that's a plausible possibility that the first type of AI to be marketed to people will be servants.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, I think that's a very plausible thing.
It's just insane to think about that, because then it's like, what's the point? It's like at that point, like, why do you even need regular people? You can just, everyone can just be infertile and we'll just grow people.
Well, that's kind of there's a lot of argument, a lot of conversation topic in that among some pretty smart people.
Wow.
You
know. Soon maybe at that point,
epigenetics, you could be super selective over what genes you want to pass.
Exactly.
You can ensure people are going to be super physically fit and super intelligent. You know.
Exactly. It's like
we could produce the ideal humans over and over.
Yeah.
And to a point where they're no longer ideal and machine is more ideal.
I know. That's gonna be scary. But that's what I'm saying. Like at that point, dating won't even be a thing. You can just grow a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
So yeah.
If you have enough money, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that was what I was gonna do. Like, what if you could clone people?
Yeah.
There probably would be. That was to answer my own question. There'd be people that would probably clone themselves to date themselves.
Oh my God, you're right. Because they're so
they're so into themselves. Yeah. Or
oh my God,
that person turned me down.
Yeah, no, that's what's freaky. Yeah, they're gonna clone them, and then if they can go like change their.
Or what if you have machines with AI that, you know, get introduced into the dating world for people who are single.
Yeah.
But you could put simulate the human flesh.
Right.
So what if there's someone you really want to be with? They turn you down. Like, well, I'm going to make a robot you.
Make a robot you. That's literally like an episode.
Or that's going to be my boyfriend.
That's an episode of Futurama where Leela dies, and then Fry.
Oh yeah.
And Fry literally like makes a robot Leela, but then Leela actually isn't dead, and it's like a whole thing.
But then, what happens if you get tired or you don't enjoy it, and you like? You don't want up with the thing.
Yeah, and then it's like, what's its purpose? Is just to be your fucking.
You sell it. Is there like a dating app for?
Oh my God.
Poor machines.
So all the dumped machines could have a dating app to date each other. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, who else are they going to date? They were made for some random human.
Right. Well, and that's also like the argument when it comes to artificial intelligence. I think the definition of true artificial intelligence is it writes its own code and it's self-replicating, so it can essentially think for itself.
Exactly.
Whereas in this example, if it's a machine that's given artificial intelligence to a point because it's designed to be your lover or whatnot,
right, yeah.
It's not true artificial. It still has a purpose, so it's programmed to.
It still has a program. Right. God, that's crazy. We got into some serious like futuristic.
Didn't even smoke anything.
I know. I know. Well, maybe I think it was the Area 51 thing. Just kind of spun off from that.
So put our tinfoil hats on.
Yeah, right. We never took them off.
go fucking deep with it.
Right. No, that was awesome.
Well, we've been going for an hour and 28 minutes.
Okay.
So that's good.
That's probably good.
We can stop or we could continue on a bit more. It's up to you.
I think we can stop. I don't know what else.
It's a good point to stop.
Yeah.
We had some good topics.
No, we had some crazy topics. I'm interested to hear like if any of our listeners have any like input in this weird tangent we got off on.
So we've been getting some, user or some viewer stories. So yeah. Tell us what you think. Yeah, tell us what your ideas or what you would do in these scenarios, and we can talk about them.
I mean, it's so interesting too to have more
perspectives.
Yeah, perspectives, more brains like to be thinking about the possibilities.
I think it's been one of our most positive comments for
really?
The podcast was a viewer said, I never thought about perspective in that way.
Oh,
when
yeah.
when there's three of us, and
Yeah,
we bring
right.
up a conversation, we talk about it, like,
And we all
I
have a
never thought
different
about
view.
it that way or that way. Like, it gives me a lot of insight, and that's awesome. Even though, don't take our advice because it's not advice.
No, it's not advice.
We're just drinking and spitting our brains out at each other.
Right. We're just like, yeah, it's like just brainstorming about things that happen and possibilities. I mean, that's all life is. Like, reality is not anything besides just trying to figure out what's going on.
Reality is what you make of it.
Yeah, and you have
because the thing about this, going back to our previous topic, your reality is not my reality or that person's reality. It's what you make of it. It's your own.
Exactly.
So fucking do something awesome with it. Make it enjoyable for yourself.
Yeah, I know. And all of our realities are so different just based on our own
what if
perspective.
The multiverse theory is true, but the multiverse theory is our consciousness?
Oh shit.
That our each consciousness
is its own universe.
The multiverse is our consciousness.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
like our collective conscious?
Shit.
You mean the multiverse is our collective conscious or our
the multiverse?
individual?
Because like my consciousness is the universe,
and mine is so all of our is like
that's we're living in the multiverse.
We're living like
just
I'm in
unknowingly know that we're currently in the multiverse.
Oh my god, that's crazy. My mind's about to explode.
I can get real deep with it.
I know, right? Oh my god.
Maybe we'll have a deep discussion.
Yeah,
podcast.
maybe we can do that. Like have a whole thing about like a whole podcast of you and me just talking about crazy theories and consciousness.
Well, what do you guys think? Would you like to hear that?
Let us know. Yeah, let us know if you like us
we'll
rambling
get good
about
and drunk and
weird
smoke some weed, and we'll fucking go deep.
Yeah, we'll get really deep.
We haven't gone.
It's
deep
easy
enough.
for us to do.
Yeah, we'll go real deep.
I don't know why, but yeah. Well, so the next podcast is going to be with Curtis without me.
It'll be Curtis and I. Will do it this Sunday because currently it's Thursday.
Yeah.
And I will be uploading this tonight.
Okay.
So it will be live tonight,
Great.
which is the 18th of July.
Yes.
So.
And then hopefully we'll hear about what happened on Curtis's date because I'm interested.
Yeah, hopefully.
He's always got some interesting stories about dates.
I had a maybe date set. We haven't set a plan, but we determined we were going to go on a date.
Okay. This weekend or?
I think it was supposed to be, but again, we haven't set a date, so it might not happen.
Yeah.
But
well, that's exciting.
She's a listener of the podcast.
Oh, really?
So she doesn't want us to talk about it.
Oh.
letting that be there.
Okay, yeah.
I also kind of don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, no. Well, you could just say like if it's good or bad, but we don't have to get into any details.
Well, I know her a little, and she's a cool person. So,
oh, well, that's good. Well, it's nice that she's listening to the podcast. That's fun.
Yeah, she's listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
There's more people listening than I thought.
Yeah, more than I thought.
Early.
No,
so
I mean,
awesome.
yesterday, was that yesterday? Yeah, I was at Catskeller and Curtis was bartending and some kid was like talking to him. Yeah. And then he was like, "Hey, Olivia, like, let me show you this card trick," Curtis said to me. And then the kid that he was talking to was like, "Oh, you're Olivia from the Right Swipe?" And I was like, "Oh my god, like I'm famous." I was like, "Yes, it is me." I was just like, "Oh my god." No, but I really felt I was like, "Wow, like people are actually listening to this."
Well, I mean, like there's stuff that, I post on social media, but for trying to connect to people, it's still just word of mouth.
No, yeah, exactly.
Or like Facebook friends of friends that are interested.
No, yeah.
But I'm surprised that from 4 episodes in that we have that many viewers.
I know, it's cool. It's awesome.
That's cool. Hopefully it continues to grow and we can get a huge community pot of stories and perspectives.
We love all the feedback.
Curtis has been working on with someone to get us a website going. So
nice. Yeah.
Maybe we'll put a forum board in there.
Oh,
and
that'd be great.
Discussions.
Yeah.
Different stories.
That'd be awesome.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
hopefully
I agree.
remember that.
Because then it would be like an easy place for everybody to just go. Like,
and then share the memes of the people that we talk about.
Yes, exactly.
Whether they're ourselves or.
No, yeah, we can put visuals to some of the like things we describe, like the memes and the.
Hopefully, in the near future, we'll have video.
We'll have what?
Video.
Oh, video.
Like
nice.
We'll actually have video. Hopefully.
Okay.
I'm
cool.
hoping. I don't have a time frame. I'd say 2 months.
Okay.
It's probably a good time frame that we'll probably start to have video.
Nice.
And the recording studio, some crazy shit's happening down there. There's some drama.
Oh, jeez.
So that's why we've been coming here to my place.
Yeah.
The advantage is I
AC.
have the interwebs here.
Oh, yeah, and the internet, yeah.
So we could stream.
Oh,
live.
nice.
So we could record it and
Yeah.
then also do it live.
Yeah.
Versus the studio down there where it's only...
Yeah, we would
Just
have to just record and then upload later.
Because one of the things I would like to do is if we do it live and people watch us live, have an immediate interaction.
Oh
with the
yeah, like
viewer.
get people questions and
like, well, what's
comments
your
and stuff.
perspective on this? Or
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
have a story?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
But I'm also at
Cool.
the same time kind of skeptical about that.
Yeah.
People splurting out,
Yeah.
calling people out.
Yeah, there's always a risk of that. We'll have to just kind of play it by
Yeah,
ear, I
we'll
guess, and
see.
see how it goes. But yeah, that's
Well-
exciting. We have a lot of new exciting things on the horizon.
Yeah, I mean, upgrades coming soon.
Yes.
Website coming soon.
Yes.
And I think also working when the launch of the website happens, we'll probably also get merch.
Okay, yay.
I haven't worked out all the details, but I have this possibility of getting us some merch.
Cool. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Now how that works out, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sweet.
for now we'll just keep drinking
We'll
and
just keep drinking
talking
and
shit.
talking about
And-
bullshit.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank
and,
you guys for listening, and we really appreciate all your feedback. It's really invaluable to
just
us. It's really great.
Overflow us with feedback.
Yeah,
But
and give
Yeah.
us your opinions on cloning and aliens and
are you going to Area
robots.
51?
yeah. Let
Give
us
us
know.
Let us know how it is in September.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
If you made it out alive.
Yeah.
Hopefully you bought a T-shirt that said I survived Area 51, or tell
Or-
us the story of how you clapped some alien cheeks.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be interested.
That's great. All right.
All right. Thanks everybody.
Thanks.
You got. We'll see you.